Greetings, comrades. This is Unforgiving Caleb, and I got a new video for y'all. As you can see, I just got some new case fans. They're they're from upHere. Let me just open the page real quick on my browser here. But yeah, I had to get some new case fans. See, in the front, up there, one on the side, and of course 3 intake, 3 exhaust. And little pro tip, whenever you're installing case fans in a PC, make sure the grill of the fan is facing that way if you're going through exhaust, because you want to make sure the label part is pointing out, so that way that's where the air goes in. So see here, intake, intake, intake up there, and here we got the exhaust fans up here. And you notice, like, now, believe it or not, I actually turned off the RGB strips on my case just so you can see the how much this lights up, and it lights up a pretty fair amount. But of course, gotta have it on like that, you know that. And so I had to tape the sensor to the panel because it keeps falling off and the remote can't reach it. But anyway, back to the subject here. So these are the fans that I ordered. Right here. That's right. upHere Long Life 120mm 3-pin High Airflow Quiet Edition Blue LED case fan for PC cases, CPU coolers, radiators 3-pack, PF120BE3-3. Try saying that 3 times fast. But anyway, the reason I got some new case fans is because, well, here are my old Corsair fans. They still work good, but they're starting to wear down a bit because I had these for a little over 3 years now. You know, they're still good, but you can see a lot of dust caking in on the fan blades there. And I wiped off some of it, but not all of it. I kind of have to dismantle the fans themselves in order to do that. But I kind of don't want to because, well, these fans are still good, and my nephew's trying to put some more case fans on his case, so figure, you know, have a few of these spare ones running around. And yeah, of course I got one 40mm. That used to be on the side there, but of course I put down the 120mm there because well, I don't want to buy a bunch of separate packs of fans this time around. Just 2-3 packs of these fans here, and I'll be honest, they're definitely quieter than these. These are supposed to be the quiet edition AF120s, but going full blast on the fan controller, they're pretty audible. So I guess it depends on whether you're using a fan controller or not, or if you're plugging them to the motherboard or whatever. But yeah, that's how it is. Anyway, I got these on full blast, and funny thing, the lights go on, of course, when it's on high. I got the fan controller up here. If I put it on low, the lights are off. The fans are still running, but the light's off. So that's nice. You want to preserve the LEDs, but let's be honest, LEDs are going to last a pretty long time. If anything, they'll last longer than the fans themselves. My guess, anyway. But yeah, these are case fans. I'll be going to turn off the LED there. You can see no lights, but they're still running, and yes, they are actually quiet. Like here, like even these fans here, the Corsair fans, they're still a little bit audible in the lowest setting, but they're still quiet enough. But these, they really are quiet. I want to put it on medium, took a speed, and the lights only come on a little bit, not all the way. So it's pretty handy. So just like these, they'll the brightness determines the fan speed. But unlike these, the LEDs are off and they're low setting. Right here, they're just really dim. But of course, at the brightest, well, it's at its fastest. And these are supposedly rated for 20,000 hours. I'm not sure how long these last, but again, I had these for 3 years, and they're starting to wear down a little bit, because I'm going back and forth between high and low fan speeds, especially when I'm playing games like Borderlands 3, Modern Warfare, stuff like that. But again, it also has to do the effect of all the dust on there. I wiped off some of it, but not all of it. Again, I kind of had to dismantle the fans in order to clean them more effectively. And I'm not sure if you can put any, like, lubricant inside the fan motors. I'm pretty sure you can't do that because it might destroy the fan, but, you know. I'm going to clean these as best as I can. I'm going to set them aside because they're still good. As long as you don't put them on full blast, they'll last quite a while, but it's about time I got some new fans. These upHere fans so far, they're doing a pretty good job, though. Not getting too much compared to these fans here, because again, these are optimized for airflow, whereas these are kind of meant for like quieter systems, but you still want that RGB flare. Well, again, these are all blue LEDs, so I'm not getting the RGB ones because, you know, black and blue setup, that's what I'm going for. But one interesting thing about these fans, okay, show this Corsair fan one more time. You can see a bit here. The cables in these fans are pretty long. These, they're pretty short. They're about half the length of these, but they also have a 4-pin Molex connector. But you guys, if you want to connect them to your power supply, you can. But, you know, I have my fan splitters, so I'm using those instead. Yeah, the cables are kind of short, and because of those Molex connectors, I actually had to feed the cables through the holes in the case first before I mount the fans. I had to take one out a few times because of that. But, yeah, installation's pretty simple, you know, as for all case fans. But they do look nice. Again, I'm gonna be honest. I like the lighting of these fans better because you'll notice that the LEDs are in the center of the fan, whereas the Corsair fans, you got these LEDs on each corner of the fan case. That's where the light comes from. But here, it's right in the center, so the lighting's a lot more prominent. That's one of the reasons I got these fans, better lighting. But another reason I got them is that they're quieter compared to these quote-unquote quiet edition fans. And the biggest reason is, again, these fans were wearing down, so I had to get some new ones. So yeah. I'm curious how these will fare in the long run. They do look nice, don't they? Be honest, you gotta have those LEDs in your fans. Especially blue LEDs. At least in my case, you want, you know, RGBs, you can do that. Though, I think these fans are a little different. You got these rainbow LEDs and stuff like that. You got these PWM fans. I'm not sure what those are, but anyways. Oh, I forgot to mention, they're quieter, not because by design, but they come with these like rubber pads that you put on each of the corners. Each fan comes with 8 of these pads. I kind of excessive. I put them on all. I put all the pads on all the fans, but kind of excessive. You only need 4 if you're running it one way. But whatever. I just wanted to do it because I wanted to. But anyway, nice RGB LED fans. High wind pressure, silent motor, the speed of 13 RPM, speed is strong, and the efficiency is the same as that of silent. Perfect cooling performance, tuned for high airflow, large volume cooling, silent operation is an excellent choice for case cooling. The hydraulic bearing technology, hydraulic bearing with longer service life to reduce noise, oil overflow, and improve heat dissipation efficiency. Lifespan can exceed 40,000 hours, but it says 20,000 hours here, see? But hey, if it lasts that long, then I'm game. And yeah. And here's what I was talking about. You have a 3-pin connector, you have a 4-pin Molex connector. So, you want to connect to a fan splitter, use this. If you connect it to the power supply, do that. But do not, even says, do not connect both of these at once, because otherwise will cause a short circuit, and that'll be bad. Yeah, of course, 120mm fans, yeah. 1300 RPM. Got 30.7 CFM airflow. Hydraulic bearings. 12 volt Rated voltage, same with my Corsair fans here. Rated power 1.7 watt. I'm not sure if these Corsair fans, but they're like 0.40 amp DC. Interface 3 pin plus 4 pin. Again, don't want to connect both at once because you'll cause problems. And just show the things here. Quick 4 super bright blue LED lights for bright, clean visual experience. Perfect cooling performance, tuned for high airflow, large volume cooling, sound operation is an excellent choice for casing. Yeah, just put all this in there. Seismic design, silent noise reductor, the 8 damping silicone pads fixed on both sides of the fan frame is reduced the noise of the polarization motor vibration. And that's kind of not true because it says they're fixed on both sides, but you have to apply them yourself. Basically, like I said, each fan comes with 8 of those. You kind of put them in yourself, but it's pretty straightforward. And you can either blow warm air out of the case or draw cool air into your case. And of course, you gotta have both. You know, for me, 3 intake, 3 exhaust. That's the optimal way to cool your PC, especially if it's this case here. So my NZXT Phantom 410, still going good, though. I'm pretty sure at one point I'm going to have to get a new case, though won't be anytime soon, because this case still runs good. The only reason I ever get a new case is like one of the side panels breaks, or, you know, the hard drive cage is broken, or anything like that. But yeah, it took longer. This video is going longer than I expected to, and the window blinds are open. But yeah, just wanted to show you my new case fans, and of course show you the excellence of my GTX 1060 paired with my Ryzen 5 3600 and my 32 gigs of 2400 megahertz DDR4 RAM. I do plan on getting 3200 megahertz later, but it's not a big priority because my PC actually runs fine with what it has now. So yeah, 12 minutes just talking about fans, but hey, this is kind of what I do when I get new stuff from my computer. I gotta show it off. And these are relatively cheap too. They're just like $18 for a pack of 3. And of course, I actually got 2. 3 for intake, 3 for exhaust. Again, they are audible at the full speed, but they're still a lot quieter than these, because when these go full blast, they're pretty much like a jet engine. They're not that loud, but they're pretty audible. So much for quiet edition fans, but whatever. Anyway, that's it for this video, and yeah, I'll try to have a Mugen video up later today, so yeah, well, have a good day.